But in animation, what are the voices people most want to hear you use?
Obviously, the one that travels the most, I was just talking to someone about this, is Peter Fonda's from Harvey Birdman. Yeah, and it's a guy with basically one catchphrase. Celebrity Deathmatch, we did the last 2 seasons, like 05 and 06, and I did...
Next time it's the color man, one of the announcers, gleefully offensive and clueless.
And,
Referee mirrors me. I want a clean fight. It's your deathmatch. Let's let it up.
if you ever watch My Gym Partner's a Monkey, is the exact same voice I did for Principal Wolverine, who had a catchphrase.
You want me to bite you in the butt house?
And as far as obscure, I do ADR work occasionally. I will do an actor's voice for a trailer if they're not available. And I just did Jackie Chan. Yeah, obviously they didn't see me when they hired me to do it. But for the recent movie we did with Jet Li, he wanted one line from it that he wasn't able to do. So I stepped in and I said, "We can't fight each other with his phone book."
Actually, the best response of anything that I've ever done is
Old man from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Let's see. I did a mutant baby that was given birth to in a horrible movie, the remake of Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, I just watched it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Stuff like that. People like to hear Momo and Appa from.
See, I was supposed to ask you to do a pig and a chicken.
A pig and a chicken?
Yes.
That's a mutant pig. It's been a long week. I can't do chicken 2 days. Different chicken.
I'm over it.
All right, Cheryl, your turn.
For all you diehard cartoon animation fans out there, I don't know if you remember this little Japanese movie called My Name is Totoro. Classic one before Disney got a hold of it. I was little baby May. And I'd like to do it for you now, but it's long ago. I kind of forgot what she sounded like, so I'll throw in another voice. This is a voice that kind of made people were coming up to me when I was in college, and they were saying, "Well, you sound like Linda the Good Witch." You know, and I didn't realize it at the time. And so, practicing, I went home and I watched Wizard of Oz, and I practiced all the voices, and I found out, oh my gosh, I can do her. So I will give you now Linda the Good Witch is what started it all for me. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? You don't need to be held any longer. You always have the power to go back to Kansas. Tap your heel 3 times and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home." Far out, that's really cool. That's baby roll slice. I get asked to do Hubbard's voice from Darkwing Duck a lot. And Sunny Gummy from the Gummy Bears. And actually, she kind of sounds a lot like Chippy from My Little Pony, I think. And Totally Spies is also kind of a Valley Girl type voice, so I do that. An obscure voice that I did. Oh, Clover, those shoes are totally awesome. That was the U.S. version of Totally Spies. Let's see, what else? Right now I'm on the Mrs. Mann show on Cartoon Network, so I listen to Little Miss Chatterbox and she talks all the time, like, oh wow, those cameras are really awesome. If I had a camera, I'd take a picture of everything too, if I were you, for sure. And Little Miss Helpful, she's trying to be helpful. She's also in Little Miss Daredevil, hold on to your patootie! And so my voice, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Speaking of ADR, I did the Maharaja in that show many, many years ago. And he sounded like serious a long time ago. Something like, I too have heard the rumors of the terrible fuzzy cult. I can assure you it will never happen again in my street.
Billy, yesterday on the first Cartoon Voice panel, Phil Lamar was up here on stage. He said he was amazed at one time on Futurama when you did a three-part conversation with Fry, Professor Farnsworth, and Zoidberg at the same time, like three different people. Could you
They were.
Just an example of these three characters conversing together.
Let's see, well, pretend they didn't know each other and they were just together in the room. Does anyone know the words to the Lord's Prayer? I know about that, but man, all this constant exposure to radiation is making me thirsty.
Why do you always complain? Trying to outdo? You're trying to outdo, young lady. Bring me a sandwich from the dumpster. And leave the maggots on it.
Gosh, I was lucky. The first characters I did was Zoidberg and the Professor, and I auditioned for Bender. And it's a horse culture, so their music would be like kind of our old music because it was based on the horse beat. And they're playing, and it's beautiful. These woodsmen, and they're out there and they're playing. It sounds like the opening of a country western song, and all of a sudden you hear. And I said, that's beautiful. That's just absolutely beautiful. And then I realized, wait a minute, it sounds like a woods full of Popeyes. And that's what put me in, because when I was a kid, me and all my buddies, we all tried to do Popeye. Everybody tried to do Popeye, and nobody could get it right. And I said, you know what, I'm going to really, really try hard. So I did my research, and I realized that the Popeye voice was, it was two different voices, an octave apart. There was a low one and a high one. And that's what the Tuvans did. So that's how maybe Popeye was a Tuvan, I don't know. But it was like, two voices. There was a high one. You, olive oil, I bring you some flowers. And then there was a low one. You, olive oil, I bring you some flowers. And if you put them together, it was like, you, olive oil, I bring you some flowers.
You ready? Let's start with D. You have the first line.
Look, up there in the sky.
It's a bird.
No, it's a plane. No, it's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman, strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. Superman, who can change the course of mighty rivers, Ben Steele in his bare hands, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way. This just is.
The adventures of Superman will begin right after this word from Kellogg's Pep.
You know, they say that time flies. You know, these days when you're busy rounding out your collection of comic buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep, why, it seems that time flies at the speed of Superman. Why, almost before you know it. Why I say why so much, I'm not sure, but I like that word, why. You're close to having all 18 buttons in the series, and it's mighty exciting when Mom opens the new package of Pep to see which button is inside. And you get some great eating, too, because these whole wheat flakes are loaded with that sunny, golden, toasted flavor, crisp and fresh and tasty with BHT and petroleum derivatives. Well, breakfast fish. That's the Sunshine Cereal, gang, and Kellogg's Pep.
And now, the adventures of Superman.
Far off on the planet Krypton, the distinguished scientist known as Jor-El addresses the Council of Elders.
And in summation, I can tell you. And in summation, I can tell you. Beloved planet of Krypton is doomed, men. The only hope for survival is to build spacecrafts and flee to another planet. Earth, for instance.
I've heard enough of this.
I think we've all heard more than enough. It is sad, Jor-El. You were once one of our most respected scientists, and now you come before us with this madness.
You do not believe my research.
I'm sorry. Not a word of it.
Krypton is a sham, is the very good. Change. Krypton is the sound of the very good. Like Bruno Malvi feet, I might add. Pick them up on Rodeo. If you will just look again at my charts and test results, then.
You've had your time, Jor-El.
We have other more pressing matters to address. Good day.
More pressing than total destruction of our planet.
Your time to address us is up, Kenny. Dejected and frustrated, Jor-El departs the council and returns to the home he shares with his beloved wife Lara and their infant son Kal-El.
From your expression, I think that they do not heed your warning.
I expected skepticism, but I did not expect it to practically the last when you go forward.
The council will come to understand.
Oh, okay. I expected skepticism, but I did not expect it to practically last in the hall.
The council will come to understand you are right. They must, for the good of all. I think of that every time I look at our son, Kevin.
I only pray there is time.
Almost as if in defiance, the entire world of Krypton begins to shake.
What is it, Jor-El?
It is the beginning of the end, I fear. Tremors will only get worse.
Is there nothing we can do?
Change.
If I only had time to build this model rocket. I'm taking this really seriously, Ellen. But if it is big enough for you, Lara, you can escape to Earth in it, and I'll just sit here and burn up like an old rubber tire.
My place is at your side, Jor-El. If anyone is to escape, it should be Kal-El.
Carol, yes, change.
My place is at your side. If anyone is to escape, it should be Kal-El.
As the buildings continue to shake and crumble, Jor-El quickly agrees. Their young son is wrapped in blankets and placed into the tiny rocket.
Farewell, my son. Farewell.
And with that, Jor-El presses the button that launches his son towards Earth. The rocket takeoff. It's the tiny rocket. Through the blackness of space, the small craft hurtles, while behind it, the planet known as Krypton trembles, then explodes. Millions of miles away in a sleepy Midwestern town, a pickup truck makes its way down a highway. Its inhabitants, the Kents, cannot help but notice something in the sky.
What's that light, Pa?
It looks like a rocket.
The tiny rocket crash lands in a ditch. The local couple stops their truck, rushes over to see, and cannot believe their eyes.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes, Pa. Well, yeah, the rocket, it's a baby.
Katie, change to a Valley Girl.
Pa, coming out of the rocket, oh, ew, it's a baby.
I've never seen anything so exciting all my life.
Well, take a look, that baby's lifting up our truck.
The Kents raised the child as their own, naming him Clark and guiding him to adulthood. But the world would soon know him by another name, Steve. Years later, in the city of Metropolis, in the office of its leading newspaper, the Daily Planet,
Miss Carter, where's the new reporter?
That's J. Jonah Jameson. Wrong comic book universe.
Boss, catch you with here a moment ago, Mr. White.
Anything I can handle, Mr. White, sir?
This story calls for a reporter, Olson. Not a copy boy who can't even finish my lunch without spilling it.
If you need a reporter, I'm right here, Chief.
It's all yours, Miss Lane. There's a man dangling from a dirigible flying over Metropolis. Some member of the ground crew who got tangled in a cable.
I heard you were looking for me, Mr. White.
Kid, you want to have a career at this paper? You need to be around when I need you.
I'm sorry, sir. I got trapped in the restroom, but the janitor got me out, so I'm ready for my assignment.
Well, he just gave your assignment to me, Clark. Chief, why can't the dirigible just land?
I don't know. Something about its rudder getting tangled by the rope he's dangling from. Just cover the story.
I'll drive you, Miss Lane.
Change.
I'll drive you, Miss Lane.
No, I don't.
Miss Lane.
Change.
I'll drive you, Miss Lane.
Could I come along and help?
You can go back to the restroom, Clark. We'll see the janitor to get you. Please, go back to the restroom, Clark. We'll send the janitor to get you out if you need to.
As the intrepid Lois Lane rushes off to cover the story, Clark Kent sneaks off to a deserted stockroom.
This looks like a job.
For Superman. Up, up, and away!
Reporter disguise, a man of steel launches him across the skyline of Metropolis, heading for where a man dangles in terror from the dirigible. We know what a dirigible is yet.
Help! It's this big inflated thing I'm hanging from! Somebody please help me! Here he is, Miss Lane, up there!
Oh, that poor man. I don't see how anyone can possibly help him. He's doomed.
Wait! Who or what is that?
The figure of Superman streaks to the rescue.
Don't worry, sir. I'll save you.
Change.
Don't worry, sir, I'll save you.
To the man shot, the blue-clad figure untangles him from the mine, then carries him safely down to the ground below.
Here you are, safe and sound. And I see that dirigible is about to make a safe landing nearby.
Golly gosh, Gumbo, sure. I just don't mean to sound like an ingrate, but who are you?
Yes, who are you? I'm Lois Lane of the Daily Planet. I must have your whole story, the whole story. Who are you? Where you came from? How to reach you? Where do you live?
Ask him how
What
he's
size
able to fly.
pants do you wear?
Ask him how he's able to fly.
Oh, yes, that too.
Just call me Superman. Now, if you'll excuse me, my job is done here. Up, up, and away!
Do it again. Same one.
Oh, same one?
Yes.
Just call me Superman.
Now, excuse me, my job here is done.
Up, up, and away!
Wait, you didn't tell me where you came from or how to get in touch with you.
Or how to fly.
out everything about him. Mr. Superman may not like it, but I'm going to get to know him better.
By nightfall, all of Metropolis has heard about the amazing stranger. By nightfall, all of Metropolis has heard about the amazing
Good evening, everyone. I'm Paul Moyer, and if you look directly into my eyes, you can see the back of my skull. After rescuing the airfield worker, the man who calls himself Superman stopped at a robbery at the First National Bank of Metropolis. Eyewitnesses report that he has not only flew under his own power, but crashed through a brick wall, lifted the bank robber's car, and repelled bullets with his chest.
Everyone is intrigued, but none more so than a shadowy figure in an expensive apartment across town who sits, listening to the radio as he pets his favorite pussycat.
Oh, a man with such powers. Coming very close to land. You cannot say no. No one can refuse me. Not even a man who can fly and repel bullets. You'll see.
Who is this shadowy man, and what is the sinister plan that he has against the good people of Metropolis? Don't miss the next exciting episode of The Adventures of Superman. Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep.
All right, let's say Aragorn is giving that speech near the end in Return of the King where he tells everyone they're going to fight. Let's say he gets shot in the head by a flaming arrow. You need my I-9 information after I do this for you? I should fill out the paperwork. Okay.
I know that I see in you the fear that is in the same heart as my own. But today we will not run. Today we will fight. You pissed off, son of a, but kiss my white speckled ass.